Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. For those that are new, my name is Nelly. It's crazy as human beings, we're never satisfied with ourselves or with our jobs. We look at every year, at the beginning of the year, we want to achieve certain goals. And we have those goals in the bucket list. By the time you know it, we haven't achieved anything, maybe one or two things on that bucket list, and we feel very disappointed with ourselves or even stressed. Sometimes we set those unrealistic goals that have no systems on how we're going to achieve those goals. I'm not against goals, they're very important, they push you to what you want to achieve in life, but are you setting goals or they're just dreams? We're all chasing the wind in this world. There's nothing new to that. We wake up, go to work, home, play and repeat, day in and out. But have you asked yourself what it is to life? What is my purpose in this world? What am I destined to do? Am I living my purpose? Am I fulfilling what I'm destined to do? And how do you want your life to look like? What are you here for? In life, you have to ask yourself those questions. All that can change. Today, I've got 5 things that you can do to change your lifestyle. The first thing that you can do is start with your creator. One thing I've realized that everything you do starts with your creator. Whenever things are not working out in life and you are not achieving what you want to achieve, you need to go to your creator. Like in Proverbs 12 verse 10 says, commit to the Lord with everything that you do and he will establish your plans. I mean, he has the blueprint with regards to your life. It is written with everything. With regards to who your parents will be, your career, your job, maybe even the business that you're going to start, or even the person that you're going to marry if you're going to get married. Your life challenges, the challenges that you're going to face in life, that are also going to be lessons that you need to learn from them. Everything is written in that book. God knows everything. So why are you not going to the source? I know we always want to get confirmation from men. It's actually easy, even though they may not have all the answers. Yet God has put that what you need to do in your spirit. You already know what you need to do. And the next is to know yourself and what you want in life. Start having a relationship with yourself. Love yourself enough to understand you. A lot of us find ourselves compromising too much and we end up losing track on what we want in life. The things that you would not even compromise on. And yet you know that your first decision is what you want. Love who you are, how God made you. When you look at yourself in the mirror, make those affirmations about your future self. Even better, write a letter to your future self. So when you make those affirmations with yourself, you're declaring your future self how you want your life to be. Don't make those battlefields in your mind tell you what you're not. Your rejections and failures and beliefs about yourself that are not even true. Because those battlefields in your mind will tell you that you're not good enough. Up to the point that you start making those inner vows with yourself. You start saying things like, I'll never get married, because you're looking at the situation of your parents, maybe that divorce, or maybe your parents fight all the time. And you tell yourself that I'm not going to get married if marriage is like this. You're making inner vows with yourself. Or say things like, I'll never have enough money if this is a salary that I'm earning. Some of these inner vows we say to ourselves without even realizing that we're making those inner vows. All these things we say out of frustration or anger. What you think about yourself is not how God sees you. God knew you before you were knitted in your mother's womb. Whether you were conceived by mistake and there you came, God doesn't see it that way. You are in this world for a reason and for a purpose. You just need to find your purpose. That is why you need to ask yourself and also ask God that, what am I here for? What is my mission and what is my purpose? So that you don't find yourself doing things that you're not even called to do. Otherwise, you're delaying your destiny. If God has called you to do something and you know that God has called you, you need to follow that path. We cannot always get it right. This may disappoint you, but it shouldn't stop you from what you want to achieve in life. We look around social media and the people around us, and maybe they've achieved and you haven't achieved anything. But the truth is, you don't know what they went through before they got to where they are right. So don't be too hard on yourself if it doesn't just happen. If you manage to fall in that season, just pick yourself up and start all over again. Maybe that season wasn't for you. Just learn from it and pick yourself up and start all over. While you're learning in that season, have a vision for your journey and how you're going to achieve it. When you have a vision and a journey, God will put that spirit in you. with a written map on how you're going to achieve your journey. This is when you have a deeper relationship with your Creator by asking Him more questions about your vision and your journey. He will draw that in your mind by putting it in your spirit. In Jeremiah 33 verse 3 says, "Call unto me, I will show you great unsearchable things that you don't know." So He will show you those things that you don't know by putting it in your spirit, and it becomes a vision. In some cases, we don't get what we want. You may ask Him and He will give you something that you don't even like doing. Like this friend of mine, after asking God what she was called to do, God gave her a word. But the word that God gave her is something that she didn't even like doing. It's a career path that she was not even interested in doing. So what she did, she followed her own interest. Everything that she wanted to do, God shut those doors. God can do it. Eventually she had to surrender, and she humbled herself and did the course that God wanted her to do. And today she graduated. For some reason she's enjoying what she's doing, something that she never even thought she would do. Sometimes it takes you to listen and be obedient in order for you to reach your season. You may be the one delaying your own season by just not listening to God. Once you get to that season, you need to be consistent with what you do. You are here to fulfill what you're called to do. If you don't listen, God may shut those doors as much as He can open those doors as well. Not everyone is meant to run a business, but if God is behind that business, it's possible that you can run a business. We're all here on earth to make that contribution and make that difference in life. Don't lower your standards just because you want to get a client. Know your worth, no matter what industry you're in. Have those boundaries, what you want and what you don't want. This is one way God has molded you to be you. Your values are important to you. You know what's right and what's wrong, what you agree on and what you don't agree on. If you don't value your boundaries, you'll always be pleasing people, and this will affect your business. That is why it's important to know your worth. Sometimes we break those boundaries in order to please those people around us. Yet they are bringing your business down. The secret is, when you change your lifestyle, you need to have a routine. Be consistent with that routine. Everything that God created in the book of Genesis started with words. You need to open your mouth and tell yourself what you want. Your choice of words that you say to yourself are very important, because those words can be a blessing or can be a curse to yourself. That is why what you say to yourself and your future self is very important. When you look at yourself in that mirror, what is the first thing that you do when you wake up in the morning? Do you show gratitude to God first? Or maybe you pick up your phone and check what's happening on social media. What do? So when you change your lifestyle, you change your routine as well. Let your routine work for you. Don't start a routine that is going to affect the people around you. Test yourself and be constant with that routine. Do not do things that may inconvenience your family. Have time to do something different and challenge yourself. Like starting a new hobby or even exercise. Get to love yourself and love that body that God gave you. When you take care of your body, you get to live longer. Live every moment that God created you to be. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. God bless you.